Good morning, everyone. Welcome. We'll get started here in just a moment. For class today, you're just going to need your mat. No props are necessary unless you have some that you just love for your practice. I've got my coffee and water here, so maybe grab something to drink if you'd like. And we have a 60-minute fully guided vinyasa class that we're going to move through together. We meet here every Monday morning at 9:30 a.m. Central Standard Time. If you cannot meet when we do the live stream, all of these classes live on my YouTube channel, so you can practice whenever you'd like. So if you enjoy following along and getting to practice yoga, please subscribe. And then we'll go ahead and get started here. For class today, I encourage you to pick any shape that you prefer to start in. So you could lie down, you could stay seated, maybe child's pose is your go-to shape to begin your practice. Just find a shape that's comfortable and then just go ahead, close your eyes wherever you are, and we'll settle into the body here for a few moments. So just begin by closing your eyes and taking a few cleansing breaths. So what I mean by that is just really full inhales, long exhales out your mouth. And just bringing some awareness to the breath this morning. Notice how you feel in this moment. Maybe checking in physically to start, how your body feels. Notice if there are any places that feel sore or tight or anywhere that you're holding on to strain, tension, stress. Really allow the breath to come in and create some ease and softness there. And check in emotionally how you're feeling this morning. Just bring awareness to those sensations coming up. Just allow yourself here in this moment to really tune into the body. And even in this moment of stillness, take note of the simple movement that's taking place in the body, the rise and fall of your chest. The expansion of the lungs, the rib cage, the belly with the inhale. And even in this moment of stillness, just let yourself really enjoy the movement and whatever sensations come up. Let yourself find peace in this present moment right here. Take a full inhale through your nose. Open the mouth. Gently blink your eyes open. Let's come into downward facing dog. As you settle into your dog, maybe you create movement in this shape. Maybe you find something that feels best in the body for you, something that's unique, whether it's pedaling your feet, moving the hips, maybe rolling your body forward into a plank and then back to down dog. Any movement works here. And then after you've taken a few rounds of breath, a few rounds of movement in your down dog, let's find stillness here. Really bring awareness to the shape we're in. So let's start with the fingers. Really spread your fingers wide and really press them down into your mat. Creep up towards the elbows and find some softness there. So just avoid locking out the arms. Bring your awareness to your head, shoulders, jaw. Let everything go there. Down towards the belly. Hug your belly button towards your spine. Activate the lower belly. Soften behind your knees and really drive your heels down towards the floor. Big breath in. Exhale. Look forward. Step your right foot forward. Come into a low lunge here. Drop your back knee down. Keep your hands on the earth, whether your palms are on the floor or the fingertips, and just take a moment to breathe, to feel the sensations in the hips. And then actively lift your heart up, dropping the shoulder blades down your back. Extra space here. We'll take one more breath in. As you exhale, start to straighten that right leg. We'll come into a half splits. Little hamstring stretch here to start. You don't have to lock out the right knee. You can keep it as bent as you need as you ease into the stretch. Just make sure you flex the right toes towards your face to keep the right foot active and to really stretch behind that right leg. Option to stay lifted, option to fold, whatever feels best. Just for a few breaths here. Two more. One more inhale. Exhale, we'll bend back into that right knee. And then big movement here. As you inhale, we'll step the feet together at the top of the mat. And then fold as you exhale. Separate your feet hip distance. Soften your knees a lot. Grab opposite elbows for ragdoll. Now here I love to sway side to side. Maybe that doesn't feel great for you, but you can try it and see. Shake your head yes and no. Just letting everything go. Really allowing the torso to be nice and heavy. So just hanging down towards the mat. But let your feet and the legs be really active and strong here, holding the upper body up. And just notice in this shape the balance between the effort and the ease. So we will find that balance in every shape today. In our movement, in our breath. Release the hands down towards the mat. Inhale, roll yourself all the way up, nice and slow, no rush. As you inhale, reach your arms high, mountain pose. Exhale, bring your hands to your heart, close your eyes. Deep breath here. Full breath out. Open the eyes, inhale, reach back up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, flat back here, halfway lift. Fingertips can stay on the earth, belly in, or bring your palms to your shins to really lengthen the spine. One more breath in here. Exhale, fold, step back to a high plank. We'll take a breath in, and then we'll lower all the way to the belly, dropping down to the knees if you need to. Press the tops of your feet down into the earth. Wrists are going to be right under the shoulders here. Spread the fingers wide and gently pull the elbows towards one another. Lift the chest as you inhale by pressing down into the mat with your palms and the tops of your feet. And then lower, exhale. Let's do that once more. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, lower back down, downward facing dog. Take a big inhale and let it go. Look forward, step the left foot forward this time. Coming into a low lunge, back knee lowers. Rest here on the palms or the fingertips. And take some cleansing breaths here to really bring your awareness back to the hips and how they feel. Maybe one side feels a little more open than the other side. So one might need a little more breath, a little more attention. And then continue to really press your fingertips or your palms down into the earth to lift the heart, lengthen the neck. And then we'll gently straighten the left leg, sending the hips back for half splits. And really bring some activation to your left foot, flexing towards your face. The left knee can be bent here. Breathing all the way into the back of the left leg. And as you exhale, bend back into the left knee. Big movement here. Inhale your feet together. Come into halfway lift. Nice long spine. Exhale, fold. Inhale, mountain pose. Roll yourself up. Reach the arms high. Exhale your hands to your heart. Inhale, reach back up. And fold, exhale. Inhale, halfway lift. High plank as you exhale, step it back. Pause for a breath in. Lower to the mat as you exhale. Tops of your feet press down into the mat. Inhale, lift the heart. Exhale back to downward facing dog. So as you begin to connect the shapes together, really take note of the movement, all those in-between shapes. Be really mindful of the body. So inhale, we'll lift the right leg high here. Exhale, we'll step through low lunge. Take a big breath in. Pause for the exhale. Inhale your feet together. Halfway lift. Fold. Inhale, mountain pose. Exhale, Tadasana. Bring your hands to your heart. Inhale, extend the arms high. Exhale, fold. Halfway lift as you breathe in. Exhale, high plank, step it back. Take an inhale, pause. Exhale, lower all the way down to the earth. Inhale, lift the heart, really ground down through the feet and the palms. Exhale, slowly roll back to downward facing dog. Take a breath in and a breath out. Left leg lifts on the inhale. And then step through low lunge. Exhale. Pause for an inhale. And a breath out. Inhale your feet together. Halfway lift. Lengthen your spine. And fold. Mountain pose. Exhale, Tadasana. Find even more length here. Inhale, reach up. And fold, exhale. Flat back, inhale, halfway lift. High plank. Take a big breath. And then lower down, exhale. Inhale, lift the heart. Exhale, downward facing dog. From here, we'll take a big breath and a breath out. Now you're welcome to stay here in downward facing dog for the next few moments, few rounds of breath. If you want to kind of create a little more heat and energy, Or you can drop down to child's pose, maybe just take a seat. Pick something that works for you. Close your eyes wherever you are. Bring your awareness back to the body. Especially if your mind is trying to take you elsewhere in this moment. Just focus on the inhales and exhales right here. And just let it be that simple. All right, as you're ready, let's meet back in downward facing dog. And we'll continue to move here this morning. From down dog, inhale, lift the right leg high. Really activate the right foot. Exhale, we'll step all the way through. Come into runner's lunge. We'll keep the back knee lifted up off the earth to begin. Now, instead of letting the left hip and the left knee drop down towards the mat, let's really lift up towards the ceiling, hugging the inner thighs towards one another, like you're trying to send the back of the left knee towards the ceiling. Inhale, lift up for crescent lunge. So find the balance between effort and ease here. So starting with the feet, really ground down into the earth. Feel the connection there. And really power up the back leg here. Again, hugging the inner thighs towards one another. Lower belly hugs in. Now the ease, lifting the heart, drop the shoulder blades down the back, soften your face. Create some lightness here. Inhale. And exhale. We got one more breath. As you exhale, we'll take eagle arms here. So we'll take the right arm under, left arm over. So whatever leg is forward in your lunge, that's the arm that goes under. And then from here, instead of collapsing in the upper back and dropping the elbows down, lift the elbows in line with the shoulders. Gently pull your hands away from your face. And then think about lengthening from the very top of your head, the crown of your head, up to the ceiling. And breathe here. So even as we hold shapes, we don't want the pose to get stagnant, right? So we want to keep the movement even in the moments that we're still. Take another breath in. As you exhale, we'll start to straighten the front leg and begin to fold. So just a really wide pyramid this morning. And once you fold all the way down and you feel like you've reached the edge of the stretch, unwind the arms and frame the right foot. Now, if you prefer a more traditional pyramid, you can step your left foot to about the middle of your mat and ground the foot down to fold. Otherwise, you can stay with a little extra length and pop up onto the ball of your back foot. So whichever's more comfortable for you or wherever you feel more of a stretch, go there. And we're here for a few moments. Really drop the head down. Lengthen the breath. Take one more inhale. And full exhale. We'll move into half moon. So let's take this in a few steps. Step 1, walk the right fingertips forward. Step 2, bring the left hand to your hip as you kick the left foot back behind you. And then the final step here in half moon, extend the left arm high. So from here, we're stacking the hips on top of one another. What I mean by that is take this top hip, in this case the left, pull it up and back so it lines up with the right. Same with the shoulders. Instead of dropping the left shoulder down, We're lengthening up and back, so now the shoulders are in one line. Breathe here. For 2 more rounds. 1 more inhale. Exhale, bring your feet together and fold. Give yourself a moment to kind of wiggle out the legs here, the ankles, the feet. And then once you're done with that, really drop the head and fold over the legs. And your next inhale, bring your big toes to touch, just leaving a little space between the heels. So if you look down, there's a little triangle between your feet. And then start to sit low in chair. Inhale, reach the arms high. Here in chair, make sure the weight is back in your heels. And avoid dropping the chest down and reaching forward. Instead, really activate the lower belly to then give you the strength to lift the chest up and shine the heart forward. We're just here for a moment. So really dial up the breath here. Feel the expansion of the inhale. And then use the exhale to maybe move a little bit deeper into the shape. 1 more inhale. Exhale, swing the palms back by your hips as you slowly lift the heels for drinking bird. So we want to avoid lifting the heels so much that we kind of lock out here really high on the ball of the foot. Instead, I want you to think about a subtle lift of the heels. Notice how you use a lot more muscle when you just slightly lift. And then we're hugging the thighs towards one another. Lifting the heart up. Inhale, come back to chair. Big exhale, runner's lunge. Shoot the left foot back. Give yourself a moment here. Come back to your breath. And then inhale, walk over towards the left side of your mat. For a wide leg, halfway lift, a nice long spine on the inhale. And then exhale, round through your spine and fold. Now from here, it's really up to you what you'd like to do with your arms. You can grab your ankles if you'd like a deeper stretch. Maybe you just let the arms hang or grab opposite elbows. So it doesn't really matter what you do. But make sure the weight is evenly distributed between the balls of your feet and your heels. So what I mean by that is just avoid letting all the weight rock back. Deepen your breath. Take 1 more inhale. And exhale. Now we'll lift back up halfway here, just to give ourselves a moment. And then walk to the back of your mat, so now the left foot is forward. Come into runner's lunge. Really ground your left foot down into the earth, like you're gonna glue your left big toe to the mat. From here, walk your fingertips slightly forward as you start to lift that right heel up and back for standing split. Notice how my left knee is not locked out, how my knee is a little bit bent. To create some softness in the standing leg. And then bring some activation to your top leg, in this case the right. Really drive the right heel up. Power up the right leg. For 1 more breath in. And a breath out. Now from here, see if you can avoid putting your right foot down as you slowly come all the way up for one leg Tadasana, swinging the right knee into your chest. So you can actually grab the right knee if you'd like and squeeze and hug in, or you can just extend the arms high and use the core to really hug the right knee into your chest. Notice the spine in this shape. Can you find more length? Can you soften the shoulders? Let's take one more breath in. Exhale, begin to release. If you're holding the knee, reach up and kick back. Come into warrior three, nice and slow. Really important here that you hug the belly button towards the spine as you reach forward and kick back behind you. So you're really lengthening the body here. One more breath in and out. Inhale, crescent lunge, gently drop the back foot down. Extend the arms high. Ground down through your front heel. Pull this right hip forward as you pull the left back. Lift the heart for 2 more breaths. One more inhale. On the exhale, let's open up to warrior two. Your back foot will ground down, and then you'll walk your feet in line. So you'll walk the left heel to line up with your back arch. Now, before we just open up and settle into this shape, I want you to bring your hands to your hips. Avoid sending your hips back behind you, right? So tuck the pelvis under. So now the tailbone is descending down towards the floor. Notice how that just gentle movement activates the lower belly. And then bring your awareness to your left knee. So you don't want that left knee coming in towards your body. You want it coming outside of your body, tracking towards that outer edge of your left foot. Extend the arms wide. Breathe here. 2 more. Last breath in. All the air out. Big inhale, nice and slow. Flip your front palm. Really reach up and back for reverse warrior. Keep the bend in the left knee for 1 more breath in. Exhale, triangle. We'll straighten the left leg as we start to bring the left fingertips down to the left shin, right arm high. Now the hips will stay where they were, so still tucked under. So if it feels a bit challenging to keep your hips tucked under, I recommend just lifting the left hand a little bit higher up on the shin. Feel the breath here. The inhales and exhales. Just take 1 more breath in and a breath out. Release down. High plank as you inhale. And then lower to the belly, or if you'd like, chaturanga. Inhale for cobra or upward facing dog. Exhale back to downward facing dog. All right, so we'll take all of those shapes on the other side. So we lift the left leg high as we breathe in. Exhale, step through runner's lunge, back knee stays lifted. Take a breath in and a breath out. So again, really hug your inner thighs together. Set yourself up here. Use the strength from your core to inhale, lift up, crescent lunge. We've got 3 breaths here. Power up the back leg. We'll take 1 more breath. And then take eagle arms. So left arm under this time, right arm over. If this is too much in your shoulders, you can always just grab for your shoulders instead. If you're in eagle, remember to lift the elbows in line with your shoulders. Soften your face here. Keep the bend in the front knee. For 1 more breath. Start to fold as you straighten the front leg, nice and slow. Once you reach the edge of the stretch, you can unwind the arms, maybe shorten your stance for pyramid if you want a shorter stance. From here, we'll drop the head, Really activate the legs here to get more out of this stretch. And come back to breath. The most important part of the pose is the breath. Take one more inhale. Let all the air go. Let's move into half moon. Let's take the 3 steps. Step 1, left arm inches forward. Step 2, bring the right hand to your right hip as you kick the right foot back. And then step 3, extend the right arm high and really rotate the chest forward so the shoulders and hips stack. Remember to create softness behind your standing knee and to breathe. One more breath in. Exhale, feet together, forward fold. Take a big breath and let it go. Start to bring your big toes to touch. Inhale, chair pose. So maybe this round you challenge yourself to maybe sit lower, maybe breathe a little bit louder to deepen the pose. Maybe really lift the chest forward. Hug the thighs together, inhale. Exhale, start to swing the palms back by your hips. The palms are facing down, so you can really pull the shoulder blades together and lift the heart. Start to lift the heels slowly. So it will shake, and that is fine. Just keep hugging in. And come back to your breath. On your next inhale, come back to chair pose. Exhale, runner's lunge. We're going to send the right foot back. Take a breath in. Breath out. Inhale. Find a wide leg halfway lift here. Nice long spine. And then fold. Really drop the head down. Letting the torso hang. 3 more breaths. One more inhale. Let it go. Exhale. Lift yourself up halfway here. Nice long spine. And then exhale back to the front of your mat with the right foot forward, runner's lunge. Glue your right big toe down onto the mat here. Begin to walk the fingertips forward as you start to drive the left heel up, standing split. So give yourself something to work towards, also known as don't let this pose get stagnant. So maybe with the inhale, you try to kick the left heel a little bit higher. Maybe with the exhale, you fold, dropping the head. So just something new, something to deepen the shape. And then inhale nice and slow, using the strength from your core. Start to lift all the way up to one leg Tadasana. Bring the left knee into your chest. And again from here, just find some extra space in the spine. So really pull the crown of your head towards the ceiling. Lift the heart. Avoid collapsing in the upper back. One more breath in. Exhale, we'll come into warrior 3. So kick the left foot back as you really reach forward. So you've got one long line of energy here from the fingertips to your left toes. Belly is in to protect your back. Gaze down onto the top of your mat. For one more inhale. One more exhale. Inhale, crescent lunge. Let's take one more breath here. And exhale, we'll find warrior two. Wiggle walk your feet so they are in line with one another. Bring your hands to your hips. Play with the hip placement here, really tucking the hips under, deepening the bend in your front knee. Make sure you can see your front toes. And then 3 breaths. One more inhale. And exhale. Now from here, just moving the upper body, flip your front palm reverse. Take one more breath. Exhale, straighten the front leg, come into triangle. Keeping the hips tucked under here. Right fingertips to right shin. You can play with the placement of the fingertips. Use the breath to stretch the side body. One more inhale. And exhale. Release the left arm down. Come into high plank as you breathe in. And then find your way to down dog. Go ahead and lift your right foot high. Bend your knee, open up your hip here. Really lift the right knee towards the ceiling. And then set that foot down. Take the other side, left leg lifts. Bend your knee, open the hip. Lift the left knee high. And lower down. Come into high plank. Find side plank, right hand stays down. You're just gonna roll to the outside edge of your right foot and extend the left arm high. So from here, you're lifting from the bottom hip. Really zip the legs together, flex the feet. For one more breath in. Now, as you exhale, we're just gonna find a seat. So now we're facing the back of the mat. Inhale, reach the arms high. Exhale, forward fold. Lengthen out your breath here. And really breathe into the back of the body. Take one more breath. Exhale, gently release and lift back up. Cross your feet, make your way back to down dog. From down dog, take a breath in. Exhale it out. Inhale, high plank. We'll take side plank, other side. Left hand stays down. Just roll to the outer edge of your left foot as you reach the right arm high. And again, lift from the bottom hip. Maybe take your gaze up. One more breath in. Gently find a seat. We'll take one more forward fold here. Inhale, extend the arms high. Exhale, fold. Gently come back up. Back to downward facing dog. Lift your right leg high. Exhale, step through, come into half pigeon. From here, really important that you keep your right foot active and flexed. Nice long spine here as you fold over the right leg. So from this shape, we're beginning to slow the body down. So focus on finding extra space and length with your inhales and your exhales in order to slow the heart rate down. And still create a little bit of movement in this shape, letting the breath take you a little bit deeper. As you're ready, gently lift yourself back up. Let's really lift the heart, coming onto the fingertips for King Pigeon. And then place the left palm on the earth, right arm up, back and around, bend the left leg, take a quad stretch here. And release, downward facing dog. Lift your left leg high. Exhale, half pigeon. Find length in your spine, and then fold. Don't lose the breath here. Come back to breath, take a breath in, and let it go. Gently begin to lift your chest up for King Pigeon. Just a slight little back bend. Place the right palm on the earth, left arm back and around. And release. Go ahead and swing the back leg around. Come into double pigeon. Let's actually begin with the right leg down first. Left ankle on top, so your shins are in line here. And then from this shape, we'll just close the eyes. Keep a nice long spine here. Focus on sending your breath all the way down to the hips for a few more rounds. And then blink your eyes open, palms back behind you, unwind the feet, windshield wiper your knees side to side. And then we'll take this shape, double pigeon on the other side, left leg is down this time, right foot on top of left knee. Feel the rise and fall of your chest, the simple movement of the breath here. Slowly release. We'll take one more little windshield wiper of the knees, side to side. And then go ahead and lie all the way down on your mat. And hug your knees into your chest here. Just really squeeze and hug the knees into the body. Let's drop the knees over to the left side for a gentle twist. Continue to lengthen your breath here in these final shapes of your practice. Come back to center. Drop your knees over to the right side. Notice the stretch in this left side body. Feel the opening in the front of the chest and the shoulders. And then come back to center. Hug your knees into your chest. And we'll take happy baby here. All furry pets are welcome. Grab the outer edges of your feet and really pull your knees down towards the floor, but be mindful of the spine here. So you really want to press the spine down into the earth. And then release, hug your knees back in. Let's move into an inversion of your choice. Waterfall is a nice option, just leaving your lower back on your mat and extending the feet up. And your knees can be really soft here. They don't have to be locked out or super straight. So really important to finish your practice with some sort of inversion, to let all the energy flow back towards the heart, to really let all the benefits of your practice, your work, your efforts, to really land in the body. So deepen your breath here for these last few moments. Let's all take one more big breath in. Exhale, lower the legs down. Come into Supta Baddha Konasana. Soles of your feet touch, knees wide. Place your hands either on your inner thighs or your lower belly. Notice how even in this moment of stillness, still feel the energy, the simple movement of the breath. The sensations in the body. Feel this moment of ease. Know that this moment is always, always accessible to you, no matter where you are or what time of day it might be. You have the freedom to take a moment to pause, to breathe. As you're ready, start to find length. Come into your final shape. And take a big inhale. Let it go. Shavasana. Take a really big breath in through your nose. Open your mouth. Begin to create awareness back in your body. Creating subtle movements in the fingers, the toes. And give yourself a moment to come back. Roll yourself to one side and find a seat. Close your eyes. Bring your hands to your heart center. Let yourself be really present with the movement, the moments of your day. Take a big breath. Let it all go. The light in me sees and honors the light in you. Thank you.